welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Jessie. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys about how I grew my hair longer and healthier and all of those things. I will put up some pictures if I can, if I'm editing savvy and can figure that out, but I'm going to put up pictures about, you know, my before and after. This is kind of like a year-long hair transformation from like last January to this like summer pretty much. So number one tip is being healthy. That is number one tip. Your skin, your hair, your nails, your whatever, every part of your body will be healthy if you are healthy mentally and physically. So I started working out more, I started eating healthier, and this is where the first tip comes in: water. Definitely drinking water is going to help your hair grow, make your skin look good. So drinking lots of water and eating healthy food is number one tip for me in growing your hair, and it's just gonna make you healthier in general, so definitely recommend that. My next tip for growing your hair long is kind of like how to brush it / like what brush to use. A lot of people will say different kinds of brushes help, you know, help your hair not break as much or whatever. I don't know if anything is for sure true, but I've been using the Tangle Teezer. I've tried using combs, but my hair is too thick to just use like a wide tooth comb, and I do feel like regular brushes rip out a lot of my hair, but the Tangle Teezer I don't feel like rips out a lot of my hair. It like gets through the tangle. It doesn't just freaking break the tangle and break the hair and rip it right out. So that's what I use. Another tip going along with using the Tangle Teezer is I'll like hold my hair like this and I'll brush the ends, and then I'll work my way up, and then I'll brush the middle, and I work my way up. I don't start and go and just rip it out, because if you start at the top, you're just pushing the tangles all the way down and breaking the hair as you go. Start at the bottom, work your way up. Another tip is to obviously avoid heat on your hair. I don't really follow this myself, but I do try to limit the amount of heat I put on my hair. I don't wash my hair every single day. I wash it like 2 to 3 times a week, so I will only style it like after I wash it. So I do put heat on my hair, you know, 2 to 3 times a week. But along going with that, if you're going to put heat on your hair anyway, which I do, definitely using a heat protectant will help. I always put a heat protectant on before and then like a hair oil on after, which really helps just keeping your hair obviously protected and hydrated, because the reason that your hair, or the reason heat is bad for your hair, is because it's drying your hair out, and the heat is like making your hair more dry and brittle, and that's what's breaking it off. So definitely using a heat protectant and hair oil will make your hair look healthier, and it will in turn protect it as well. Another tip that I have is hair masks. I have tried tons and tons, but my favorite is good old-fashioned coconut oil. I will put this on because I only wash my hair 2 or 3 times a week. I will put it on every time before I shower. Some nights I will leave it on for 30 minutes, sometimes an hour, sometimes I'll sleep in it overnight if I have time. I try to keep it on the bottom half, but I will put it in my scalp too. It's great for your hair, keeps everything hydrated, moisturized, and in turn will make your hair healthier and longer and stronger and all of those things that you want. Another tip I have for you guys is one that you may not think about, but when I was going in on investigating how to grow your hair, is kind of things like your pillowcases, hair ties, things that like subtly affect your hair. So I ended up getting silk pillowcases because I was just thinking about it, and I was thinking about anything my hair touched and anything that could affect how it's growing. And silk pillowcases are good for a lot of things. They're like beauty pillowcases, good for your skin and sleep and everything. They don't collect bacteria, but also they don't rip out your hair, because I felt like cotton pillowcases, like my hair would get stuck in it or caught, and like it would rip some of my hair and cause breakage. So these silk pillowcases, your hair, that won't happen to your hair. So that's another kind of like little tip for growing your hair. Also, I started getting these hair ties They like don't rip out your hair. I'm sure there's a lot more of them, but I kind of became obsessed with these because they're not super tight, and they don't have like the metal band on them. They don't have any like wax, so nothing will rip your hair out when you take them out, which is another thing that, you know, you want to avoid trying to lose your hair and break it in any way, because you're obviously trying to grow it. Another tip that I'm going to talk about is something that when we're growing our hair out is the last thing we want to think about, and that is cutting our hair. I have had many people say, oh, just go to the hair salon, get an inch cut off, like it'll make your hair look better, it'll make your hair grow, all of those things. But honestly, I don't trust the hair salon. They cut way too much off in my opinion, and I'm just very much controlling over that. And when you're wanting to grow your hair out, the last thing you want is somebody hacking off inches. So I took matters into my own hands with these little guys. Once a month, I will just take these out and just barely dust the ends of my hair, get the little split ends off, and honestly, it makes such a difference, and it really accomplishes what you want to accomplish, and that is keeping the ends healthy without losing inches of your hair. So, you know, if you trust yourself enough to cut your hair, or maybe a friend or a family member that will just barely dust the ends, don't pay and get, you know, a fancy hair salon to cut nothing off of your hair. Just barely dust the ends each month, and you will notice a big difference, and your hair will look a lot healthier and fuller at the ends. So those are my hair tips on how to grow your hair long and healthy and strong. And I have been following these tips pretty religiously for the past year and a half, and they have really made a difference in my hair. My hair grew from probably like up here to down here. So I have definitely grown my hair pretty long in the past year or so, and I will hopefully be able to put some pictures up for you guys, and you'll see in the thumbnail my like beginning to now type of pictures. But I hope you guys learned something about, you know, taking care of your hair, or maybe got some ideas or tips on how to grow your own hair, or just making it healthier. But it definitely starts from the inside out, like a lot of things. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.